A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that underscores the escalating tensions surrounding the ongoing conflict in Gaza, the Netherlands has officially barred two far-right Israeli ministers from entering the country. This decision, announced by Dutch Foreign Minister Casper Veldkamp, targets National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, both prominent figures in Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's coalition government. The ban is a direct response to their inflammatory rhetoric and actions that have been perceived as inciting violence and advocating for ethnic cleansing in Gaza. In a letter to lawmakers late Monday, Veldkamp stated, "The war in Gaza must stop," emphasizing the need for immediate action to address the humanitarian crisis unfolding in the region. The ministers, known for their staunch support of Israeli settlements and controversial policies, have faced increasing scrutiny from the international community. The Netherlands has joined several other nations, including Britain, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and Norway, which imposed financial sanctions on the two ministers last month. The backdrop of this decision is a broader European response to the deteriorating situation in Gaza, where the humanitarian conditions have reached alarming levels. As leaders prepare to meet in Brussels to discuss a collective European Union response, the Netherlands is advocating for the suspension of parts of the trade agreement between the EU and Israel. Veldkamp's declaration of Ben-Gvir and Smotrich as persona non grata reflects a growing sentiment among European nations to hold individuals accountable for actions that undermine peace and violate international law. Despite the backlash, both ministers have remained defiant. In a statement posted on social media, Smotrich accused European leaders of capitulating to the lies of radical Islam and expressed concerns about the safety of Jews in Europe. Ben-Gvir echoed similar sentiments, asserting that he would continue to advocate for Israel's interests, even if it meant being unwelcome in Europe. This rhetoric highlights the deepening divide and the complexities surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Amid mounting pressure from citizens and international allies, the Dutch government is also taking steps to address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Last week, thousands of demonstrators took to the streets and train stations across the Netherlands, symbolically banging pots and pans to raise awareness about the food shortages faced by Palestinians. The government has committed to urging the Israeli ambassador to convey the need for immediate humanitarian measures to improve the dire conditions in Gaza. In a recent development, Israel announced humanitarian pauses and airdrops aimed at facilitating aid delivery to the beleaguered population of Gaza. However, many residents have reported that these measures have had little impact on their daily lives. The United Nations has characterized these actions as a temporary scale-up of aid, and there are concerns about the duration and effectiveness of such measures. Israel, for its part, has attributed the challenges in aid distribution to Hamas, accusing the militant group of diverting resources meant for civilians. The situation has escalated to a point where Netanyahu and his former defense minister, Yoav Gallant, are facing scrutiny from the International Criminal Court, ICC, for alleged crimes against humanity. They are accused of employing starvation as a method of warfare and intentionally targeting civilians during Israel's operations against Hamas in Gaza. Should they enter the territory of ICC member states, they could be arrested under international law. The Dutch government's actions come at a critical moment as they prepare for elections in October. There is increasing public demand for a re-evaluation of Israeli policy, and the government is under pressure to take a more assertive stance on international humanitarian law. Veldkamp has indicated that the Netherlands will continue to explore avenues to alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian population, with a focus on enhancing land-based aid delivery mechanisms. As the conflict rages on, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza remains dire, with UN agencies warning of a looming famine affecting millions. The Integrated Food Security Phase Classification Initiative has reported alarming levels of malnutrition, particularly among children. The Dutch government has expressed its commitment to ensuring that humanitarian aid reaches those in need, and Veldkamp's statements reflect a broader call for accountability and adherence to international humanitarian standards. The ongoing conflict, which was reignited following Hamas's attack on Israel on October 7, 2023, has resulted in significant casualties on both sides. While Israel has reported significant military losses, the Palestinian death toll has soared, raising concerns about the impact of military actions on civilian populations. As the international community grapples with the complexities of the situation, the Netherlands' decision to ban key Israeli ministers marks a pivotal moment in the discourse surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the quest for lasting peace in the region. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.